Hi everyone, it's Debbie Mirza, the author of The Covert Passive Aggressive Narcissist. And this is a continuation video. First, I did one on what is complex PTSD and 15 signs or symptoms of it. And today I'm going to talk to you about what do you do? How can you help your poor nervous system and your body restore itself and not deal with all these symptoms? Also, disclaimer, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not, a psychotherapist or a psychologist. So make sure if you're dealing with this that you reach out to those people and get help. This is basically a friend talking to you and someone who has been through it and who has, of course, lots of experience with covert narcissism. Wrote a book about it, and has done a lot of research on complex PTSD. So you can be responsible for your own healing, as we all are. And so I will go through the 8 things that I have either found to be helpful for me or my clients or friends or, there we go. Okay. The first one is called tapping, or EFT, known as Emotional Freedom Technique. And I'm going to be looking down at my notes here and there to help so I get everything in. So this is a fascinating, in fact, I'm going to read from a website a bit about it. It has to do with tapping on different meridian points. I'm not doing, anyway. On your body. And if you want to research it, you can Google it, or you can go to YouTube, put in EFT, and you'll see lots of people demonstrating it, talking about it. Also, a really interesting documentary is called Heal. It's on Netflix, and that part of that documentary talks about EFT, tapping. So what it is acupoint tapping sends signals directly to the stress centers of the midbrain. Blah, blah, blah. Because EFT simultaneously accesses stress on the physical and emotional levels, EFT gives you the best of both worlds, body and mind, like getting a massage during a psychotherapy session. It is true, you feel, after you do it, you feel strangely relaxed. You know what? I'm going to add another one. This is, okay, 9 things, because one just came to me. Okay. In fact, it's EFT's ability to access the amygdala, an almond-shaped part of your brain that initiates your body's negative reaction to fear, a process we often refer to as fight or flight response that makes it so powerful. So it's worth looking into if this intrigues you. Okay, I'm going to go right into the one that I just thought of. So I don't forget it later. Okay, so number 1, tapping. Number 2 is called, oh shoot, I'll go back to it. Okay, I'll remember. Okay, number 2, this is really basic, but it's really powerful, is to move slowly in your life. You have been through a lot of trauma, and our world, especially in the West, is very fast-paced and go, 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 and social media and TV, and it's just like we're just being bombarded with stimulus, which does not help our nervous system. So you want to take the opposite approach, and I've done this one myself, and it's incredibly peace-inducing. I'll say, move slowly through your day. When you're doing dishes, wash the dishes slowly. When you're walking to the mailbox, walk slowly. When you're putting on makeup, doing your hair, getting dressed, move slowly, and you will notice, I mean, just talking about it's like just calm it down. So, I highly recommend that, and it's free. Back to the tapping, it is something you can learn to do on your own, or you can hire someone that's a professional at it, and you can, search for that in your area. Or I'm sure people do it online too. Okay, So number one, tapping. Number two, moving slowly. The third thing is also free. It's writing. It really helps to get your feelings and thoughts onto paper because it's a different part of your brain that gets activated versus when you're talking about it to a therapist or to a friend or to a coach or someone like that. So writing really helps. Number four, meditation. For a lot of people, meditation is really tricky. So if you find it hard to sit still, focus on your breathing, do affirmations, there's so many different types of meditation. Guided meditation is a great option. I recommend, so I've actually created some myself that are on my website that you can check out. I also really like Joe Dispenza's on his website. And I haven't tried these, so I can't say for sure, but I've heard there's an app called Calm that I think you pay monthly and you get guided meditations there. So I just heard from a friend that they're good. So I haven't tried it, so you can check it out. Okay. Because meditation is amazing for the nervous system. There have been so many studies done on how that helps you feel more calm, which really is what complex PTSD, it's all about anxiety. So the more calm you can get, the more you won't have those symptoms, or at least they'll lessen dramatically. Number five, a sit spot, as a friend of mine calls it. I will often go into nature and just sit. No agenda, no meditation, no trying to do anything. Just sit. Just sit under a tree, sit by a creek, sit by a river, sit on a rock. You know, if you're in the mountains, sit up on a mountain. Just, it's so simple, but we just rarely do it, right? Get into nature as much as you possibly can and just be. Just be there with it. Just listen to the birds. Look at a leaf. Very monk-like things. That's good. Nature is incredible. And actually, if it's warm wherever you are, take your shoes off and put your bare feet on the ground. It's incredibly grounding and relaxing. So that really helps as well. Okay. The other one is yoga, but I would say it depends what type of yoga. And also make sure you like the teacher, that you feel relaxed around them. The yoga I've found to be really helpful is called restorative yoga. And that's where you, I think there's another word for it too, but you can look up restorative yoga. That's where you, for the hour time or however long, the session is, you only do like 6 positions and then you hold them for minutes on end. And they have like lights dimmed and a lot of times they'll have candles and, soft music. So it's a very, not only calming, but also really healthy for your body to stretch that way for so long. Okay, the other one is Somatic Experience approach. I've heard it called something else, but it starts with somatic. And if you look up Somatic Experience approach by Dr. Peter Levine, this is a really, really helpful way to deal with PTSD or any type of trauma. It helps. I think I'll let you look it up, but you can hire people where you could go to their office or over the phone. They'll do Zoom or Skype calls. And they'll lead you through different exercises that really help release the trauma out of your body and really calm your body down. Dr. Peter Levine is a really interesting man that's dedicated, I think, a large majority of his life to trauma. And he's written a lot of books about trauma and what to do with it. So he's a great resource. The other one is exercise, sweat, running, anything that physically gets it out of your body. Okay, and number 9, which I thought of before, and now I'm trying to remember what it's called. I know it's going to come to me, but I'll start explaining it and then it'll come to me. I'm just willing that to happen. Um, it's where you do different exercises to get your muscles to muscle fatigue. I bet some of you are watching it and telling me what it's called right now. And then you lay down. You can go to people do this, like yoga classes, or you can do it on your own for free. Google. Oh, okay. It's going to come to me. Okay. So you bring your leg muscles to muscle fatigue. Then you lay down on the floor with your knees bent and your body just starts shaking. And you basically lay there for 20 minutes and allow your body to shake. And it's literally releasing trauma. Anything stored inside of you that's causing you stress. It's really remarkable. They use it a lot for veterans. Oh my gosh, this is bugging me so much. I literally have a friend who does this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I will find out what it is. I thought it would come to me. My brain's like, chug, chug, chug. It's okay. I'll find out what it is, and I will put number 9 underneath in the description. Okay. And then I would go to YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube watching this. But search in YouTube for whatever this is. I even talk about it in my book when I talk about the healing chapter. Okay. It didn't come, but that's okay. I'm going to put it in the description, what it's called, and then you can research it on your own. But it's a really, really powerful way to release trauma out of your body. Okay. I hope that helps. I'm sending you so much love, and I will talk to you soon.